A woman can decide that, you know what, if you answer me one more time, I'm gonna get the police and throw you onto the streets, and I'm gonna take over the house, take over this, take over that, because the environment is women friendly. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer, and to all of you that keep coming back, hello and welcome back. Quick reminder, if you've never subscribed, just to remind you to click the red button there that says subscribe, and after that click the bell sign. That way you get notification whenever I upload a new video. I already told you guys I don't know how often I'm going to be able to upload in the next while, because there's so much going on. I can't really upload daily, but I will do my best. Whenever I can, I will do my best to film videos and upload for you guys. I made a video a few days back. I will link that in the description box below, and I made this video about the income or salary of nurses, Nigerian nurses abroad, all about nurses income, and I talked about actually how much nurses make. But somebody left me a comment, and I think it's a man. I'm talking fast because I don't want the video to be too long, and I have to hurry up because I have things to go do. And he brought up the issue of Nigerian nurses abroad have no respect for their husbands, you know, stuff like that, about, you know, they have no respect for their husbands and all that jazz. And I just thought to myself, why not make a video about it? Because sometimes comments can give you ideas or videos to make. I've actually thought about making a video about this because I've seen posts and stuff like that about it on Facebook. If you do not know about it, there's this belief that Nigerian nurses abroad are so successful that, you know, they have no respect for their husband. They feel too big, or, you know, they just feel too big for their husbands, and, you know, feel superior to their husbands, you know, because they are the one making all the money and they are the ones that are successful. They're no longer respectful women, they're no longer submissive, they're no longer typical Nigerian woman. So it's all about their money. They are so rich. And there was a year ago or the year before, there were loads of stories about Nigerian men that killed their Nigerian wives that are nurses. They were all mostly nurses. I think one was a doctor. And the thing we hear and they share, the news they share, is that the men are killing their wives because they have gotten frustrated, because they can't tolerate these women who can no longer respect them. You know, these women push them too far by not being respectful and not being submissive, because they are making all the money and all these things they share about. So yeah, so today I wanted to just touch on this a bit. And as always in my videos, feel free to leave your opinion. I will say it, but I know it's not going to work. There is no need for insult. My opinion does not have to be your opinion. At the end of the day, it's your opinion and this is my opinion. I am the one that owns this platform. I am the one that come and I make the videos. But the comment section allows everybody else to share their opinion. Do I know it all? No. I'm always going to talk from the angle that I see things. You know, I'm Nigerian, but I've lived abroad for a long time. My mentality is bound to be different, you know, from, you know, maybe a Nigerian woman or Nigerian lady that lives in Nigeria and never gone abroad. That is natural thing. We all, when you go abroad, you see places, it's gonna affect the way you think. You begin to see things differently. Let me start by saying a lot of the Western society are what I would call women friendly. Let's use that word. I think I can use that word, women friendly. There's protection for women. There's lots of laws that protect women. That's not a bad thing, because a lot of us know from our cultures and stuff like that, there's no much protection for women. Like, a woman can be married, you know, and the husband decides to have a girlfriend, and if she talks about it, he can say to you, if you make too much noise about it, I'm gonna marry her, and that's it. And she will go around begging him, don't marry please, you know, whatever. Let's be honest, things are changing. Every day things are changing. But let's talk about the real Nigerian way, the real Nigerian culture. A man can decide that he's done with you and you'll be kicked out. And that's why in Nigerian culture we talk about husband's house and father's house. So it's either a woman is in her husband's house or she's in her father's house. And you hear people, even on Facebook pages, a post, people will say something like, hey, she does not want to let her go back to her father's house. There is nothing like a woman's house. Do you know what I mean? Let me tell you something about oppression. Okay, watch the whole video before you leave your comments. You can only oppress people up to an extent. It gets to a point where the oppressed will lash out. That is the truth. Our society in Nigeria will be men friendly. That's the truth. Nigerian women, not all, that's another thing people generalize. Let's be honest, there are Nigerian women that are living abroad, and then they realize this is a woman friendly environment. There's protection for me. so much is in my favor, contrary to the way it is in Nigeria, and they can decide to abuse that. Let's be honest. There are women like that decide to abuse the privilege to be in a society where it is so women friendly. A woman can decide that, you know what, if you answer me one more time, I'm gonna get the police and throw you onto the streets, and I'm gonna take over the house, take over this, take over that, because the environment is women friendly. So women abuse it. There is no denying that. You know, we're not all angels. There are a lot of evil women around us. There are a lot of evil women among us. Some women that be like, yeah, I'm making more money than him. He doesn't do anything. He's staying at home. You know, look at me. I'm a nurse. I'm a doctor. I'm earning so much. Yeah, you know, I feel like, you know what, I don't like him anymore. I'm done. I want another man. Like, he has no job. You know, he's just staying at home. I'm making all this money. I feel like some of our women do that, right? That's the truth. But think about this, right? The same thing that our men do back home, where they decide that the woman is now, she already had 3 children, she's no longer as cute as she used to look, she's gained some weight, yeah, I want something fresh. I'm done with her, and dump her. Our society doesn't frown at that much, but we frown at it a lot when a woman does it. Is it the wrong thing to do? Yes, it is. But it's not only wrong when a woman does it, it's also wrong when a man does it. But our society sees it as, what? A woman did that? But a man does it, and all the friends and all the neighbors will attend the wedding of the new wife. Nobody's going to be crying for the old wife. No, we quickly move on. Oh yeah, he did it, and that's so life be now. Everybody move on. But when a woman does it, it's seen as, wow, she did that. You know, it's because of still our mentality that a man has a right to do so much and a woman does not have a right to do that. So it is wrong. In my opinion, it is wrong whether it's the man doing it or if it's the woman doing it. It's wrong. Okay, if you're a man watching this, don't get too excited and leave a comment without even watching the video, because that's what happens. So when I be like, I can't even watch this video, what's she saying? Boom, leave your comment. It doesn't make sense. In this life, we're going to keep learning till the day we die. Believe it or not, life is changing. Things are changing. You have no choice. You have to accept the changes. This is my take on it. In a lot of cases, the problem we have is that our men are not raised to be humble. Hear me out, hear me out. Our men are raised with that mentality, prove you're a man. Prove you're a man. I've made a lot of videos where I talk about, forget about being a man in our African context, for a Nigerian context, right? Forget about being a man, be human. Ask yourself what works in your household. I'm going to tell you some of the things that I believe is the problem. I have a lot of friends that are nurses. Now, think about it, right? There are a lot of men that their wife is earning so much money and they feel like there's no point, I stay at home. Right? There are a lot of Nigerian men abroad, maybe they do like some jobs that are kind of, you know, their job is not earning as much as their wives, and they feel like, you know what, there's no point, like, you know, it would be the family agree together, there's no point in me working and we're paying all this money on child minding. I stay at home and mind the children, you go to work. There's nothing wrong if the couple agree. You know what I mean? If the couple agree, and it can work out, like, it can work out. Okay, the woman goes and makes the money and comes home. There are some problems that I see that is very cultural, right? In our society, if a man works so hard, our society, a woman is going to look after the house 100%, and before he comes back, his food is made, you know, there's a bowl of water for him to wash his hands, you know, she's going to serve him, and you know, he's working hard bringing in the income. I'm going to look after the house, look after the children, look after him. She will do his laundry, she will make sure his food is ready, she will do everything for him, and he comes home, he has nothing more to do at all. The man comes home and sits in front of the telly, because yes, he's the breadwinner. And then there's a flip of the coin, and now the woman is the breadwinner. She goes to work, she's working all day, and some women work more. They are doing overtime and all these things. I am a nurse and I can tell you, it drains you. And this woman comes home and the man may do like, okay, the school runs. This is not all cases, I'm telling you, but a lot of cases. I have a lot of Nigerian friends that during break time, and when they sit around, you know, in the nursing job, the biggest complaint is the things that the man does not do. Coming home and meeting the house untidy, coming home exhausted and having housework waiting for you. You know, those are the problems. They complain about coming home and meeting all the nothing done. Okay, now Think about it. When in our culture, if the man is the breadwinner, the woman takes on the housework 100%. But then in a lot of, in a lot of cases, not all cases, but this is a problem I've seen. A lot of my friends that are nurses, this is the complaint. Not even the ones that are care assistants, and they are earning good money, they are doing extra hours, doing extra shifts and everything. They come home exhausted. The men are not doing all the housework. Think about it. The woman is 100% the breadwinner, and she's worked for 12 hours. And then she comes home, she still has to go to the kitchen and get herself something to eat. Why can't it be the same? Why can't it be? At the end of the day, we're all humans. She's worked so hard all day, 12 hours, 13 hours, 11 hours shift, and she comes home. Why can't the coin be flipped perfectly the same way, that now the woman is the income earner? Why can't the man take the housework 100%? That's how I feel about it. But our typical African mentality, that is the truth. Our mentality, a lot of our Nigerian men have enjoyed this privilege of just, they can't bring themselves to turn around and think about it like that, and a lot of our Nigerian women will agree with them because that's the life they've known. If the woman then is the 100% breadwinner, why can't the man take on all the role that women take when the man is the breadwinner? These are some of the problems. I have friends that come home, that, like I said, at work, they complain about, they're coming home and the house is messy. He does the basic things like give them the food or school runs, and that's it. And they are coming home to clean. It will drive any human being mad. Some women are so overworked that they come home from work and they are so burnt out, and they can get irritable. Like very easily annoyed because of exhaustion and everything. But in our culture, they tell you, your husband is coming back from work, he's stressed from work, there's so much going on at work, he's coming home stressed and he's annoyed and he's irritable and he's shouting. You as a woman, you have to realize your husband is working hard, his job is stressing him out. Don't give him any more stress. Don't, just do the right thing, look after him, blah blah blah. And then why is it then when a woman is stressed at work, why can't the same thing be applied? We're all human beings. Our Nigerian men are so used to this, the privilege of being a man and being served and being all of this, and then they come to an environment when the things change. It's hard for them to get their heads around it. Our culture does not teach men to be humble. It's only a woman that needs to be humble, be submissive or whatever. It takes humility to calm down and think straight. My wife is exhausted. She's coming home, she's just irritable. Be understanding. Just like if it was the other way around. And be like, make sure her food is ready. Make sure her food is ready. Like, you have to be a crazy woman. I know there's some crazy women, but you have to be a crazy woman to come home and your house is tidy and there's food ready. And this man looks after the house and that you won't appreciate. It's hard to find a woman that won't do that. But like I said, it's a cultural thing. Our men are too used to this kind of life, and then that's where the clash is happening. Let me tell you, you think our men cannot adapt, but let me tell you, our men can. The only time you know how well our Nigerian men can adapt is when they marry a white woman. A lot of Nigerian men that I have seen married white women. Come and see how hardworking they are. You would hear these women tell you about their husbands being so hardworking. You will hear that, oh, my husband is Nigerian. Oh my goodness, he cooks before I get home. He cleans house. He does all of that. But when they marry a Nigerian woman, I'm the man of the house. I can't do this. I can't wash the plates. I can't do that. I can't do that. Ask yourself, forget about what people say. Ask yourself, what's going to work in your household? What would work in your family? Another thing that happens when these men sit together with their fellow Nigerian friends, and you hear their friends say, you wash plates? Me I cannot wash plate. Oh, me wash plates when I have a woman. Let me tell you what happened to one of my friends.
It's goodbye, friends, and goodbye, folks.